Good morning, my dear students. Hope that by the grace of Almighty, all of you are fine. Welcome to all of you to this video lecture. I am Manojit Kumar Bishwas, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. My dear students, time and tide wait for none. So you should practice continuously. Okay, dear students. Now let's go. However, my dear students, today I want to solve another most important math from chapter number 6, that is financial statement analysis or ratio analysis. Borishal Board 2017, math number 6. My dear students, at first we want to see the problem. The balance sheet of Adiba Limited prepared on December 31st, 2016 is as follows. At first, liabilities and shareholders equity side. Notes payable 1 lakh taka and accounts payable 3 lakh taka. My dear students, these are current liabilities and external liabilities. Now 10% debenture, this is long term liability but external liability. Income statement 4 lakh and share capital 12 lakh. My dear students, these are owner's equity or shareholders equity. Now asset side. Bank deposit 1,50,000 taka, inventories 3 lakh taka and accounts receivable 3,50,000 taka. My dear students, these are current assets. Now furniture 2 lakh taka and land and buildings 14 lakh taka. My dear students, these are fixed assets. Now additional information. The gross sales of that year was taka 40 lakh. Now requirements. Requirement A, determine the working capital. Requirement B, calculate the current ratio and accounts receivable turnover ratio. Requirement C, calculate the debt equity ratio and the capital employed ratio. Now let's go to solve the math. Solution. Requirement A, calculation of working capital. My dear students, we know that working capital's another name is current capital. So formula is current assets minus current liabilities. My dear students, in the math there is no total amount of current assets and total amount of current liabilities. So at first we have to calculate it. Here current assets is equal to bank deposit plus closing inventories plus accounts receivable. So bank deposit 1,50,000 taka plus closing inventory 3 lakh taka plus accounts receivable 3,50,000 taka. So total 8 lakh taka. And current liabilities is equal to notes payable 1 lakh taka plus accounts payable 3 lakh taka. Total 4 lakh taka. Now current assets 8 lakh taka minus current liabilities 4 lakh taka. So working capital 4 lakh taka. My dear students, this is the solution of requirement A. My dear students, now requirement B1, that is current ratio. Formula is current assets divided current liabilities. My dear students, total current assets and total current liabilities already have been calculated by us. So total current assets 8 lakh taka divided total current liabilities 4 lakh taka is equal to 2:1. My dear student, this is the solution of requirement B1. Now requirement B2, that is accounts receivable turnover ratio. Formula is net credit sales divided average accounts receivable plus average notes receivable. My dear students, in this math net credit sales amount is 40 lakh taka divided average accounts receivable 3,50,000 taka plus average notes receivable 0 taka. That is 40 lakh taka divided 3,50,000 taka is equal to 11.43 times. My dear students, just follow in the formula. For the word turnover, after result times will be write down, my dear student. This is the solution of requirement B2. My dear students, now requirement C1, that is debt equity ratio. Formula is external liabilities divided shareholders equity. My dear student, in the math there is no total amount of external liabilities and total amount of shareholders equity. So at first we have to calculate it. So here external liabilities is equal to total current liabilities plus debenture. So total current liabilities 4 lakh taka plus debenture 4 lakh taka, so total external liabilities 8 lakh taka, my dear students. And shareholders equity amount is income statement plus share capital minus fictitious assets. My dear students, income statement amount is 4 lakh taka plus share capital amount is 12 lakh taka minus fictitious amount 0 taka. So total shareholders equity amount is 16 lakh taka. Now 8 lakh taka divided 16 lakh taka, result is 0.50 is to 1. My dear student, this is the solution of requirement C1. Now requirement C2, that is capital employed turnover ratio. Formula is net sales divided capital employed. My dear students, in this math there is no mention capital employed. So at first we have to calculate it. Here capital employed is equal to total assets minus current liabilities minus fictitious assets. My dear students, in this math total asset amount is 24 lakh taka minus current liabilities 4 lakh taka. So total capital employed amount is 20 lakh taka, my dear students. Now net sales 40 lakh taka divided capital employed amount is 20 lakh taka is equal to 2 times. My dear student, this is the solution of requirement C2. Thank you so much, my dear student. Next, see you.